Listen, if you're not wearing big hoops with your bun, you ain't doing it right. And that's on period. Hey curl friends, welcome back to my channel. Proud main, it's your girl Ava, your loyal curl friend. And if you haven't already subscribed, follow the gang. Subscribe to my channel and follow me on TikTok, shameless plug. And if you guys don't already know, I started an IG page a few weeks ago. I haven't uploaded too much. I've been super busy. I'll fill you guys in at a later date on that. But yeah, follow me on IG. And let's get into this video. So before we get into today's video, I'm just gonna simply give you guys an update. I promised you I'd give you an update on my last video when I expressed to you guys that my hair was shedding. And I told you guys that I was gonna use the onion and rosemary concoction. So check out that video if you haven't already seen it. And I've been using it for 2 weeks now consistently. I use it every other day, so about 4 days out of the week I would just spritz my hair, put it in a high bun like this one today, and then throw my bonnet on. So yeah, I know that a lot of you guys also asked about the onion smell. Yes, it does smell, but again, it's not overbearing. Like, I could tolerate it. So if you're not tolerable to that kind of smell, or you're sensitive to certain types of smells, then either use less of it, but it's kind of needed for this treatment. And I have seen a major improvement in just my first week. So I'll insert pictures as well of my before shedding and then my after shedding so that you guys can see. So now I've pretty much recovered and I've returned to normal. Will I still be using it? Absolutely, because obviously even if you're not shedding, you still want to take preventative measures so that you aren't shedding and you're not losing your hair anymore. So yeah, just a little update for you guys. Comment below if you've tried it and what your experience was like. So in today's video, guys, I'm gonna be talking to you about the 5 tips that has helped me get to where I am today in my hair care journey, or just my hair journey overall. I'm currently sitting at tailbone length. If you've watched my previous videos where I've shown you the length of my hair is layered. So maybe the first layer sits about, right below my collarbone, and then it gradually gets longer. It's in 3 layers, I believe, but anyways, my longest layer is sitting at my tailbone. And it's been a long time coming. I started my hair care a little over a decade ago, and I've been just adding things to my regimen as I go and as my hair requires. So I want to share with you today 5 tips that has helped me retain length and grow my hair. So if you're interested in that, definitely stay tuned. So the first tip that I have for you guys that I have done is taking care of my scalp. If you have been with me from day one, I said to you, if you remember, you cannot grow healthy hair with trash scalp. And that's on period. I still mean it. It's facts. You cannot grow healthy hair with trash scalp. Trash scalp meaning scalp that is problematic. It's just itchy, flaking, you have buildup, things like that. Just a problematic environment. Like, think of your hair as a plant. You would plant your plant. You would plant your plant in good soil, right? Like, you need a good base, a good foundation, and a good environment. The same thing applies for your scalp. If your scalp is problematic, how do you think that you're gonna grow healthy hair from a problematic scalp? Y'all staying with me? Y'all staying with me? Okay, so you have to treat your scalp. How do you do that? You can detox your scalp for one, unclog those pores, remove buildup, use clarifying shampoos. I do have a video on how to detox your scalp, so shameless plug, check out that video if you haven't already. Using a caffeine scrub or a sugar-based scrub to just, again, unclog your pores, remove the buildup, and then use a clarifying shampoo to remove any oiliness or excess production of sebum and things like that. It is so key. And once you have a clear and clean environment, then you can grow healthy hair. You'll see your hair flourishing and you'll be able to retain length better and all that good stuff that we want. So scalp health is key. In addition to that, you can also do scalp massages. It's so super important to get that blood flowing. Okay, good blood circulation aids in hair growth as well. I typically like to massage my hair 3 to 5 minutes a day. If you want to take it up a notch, you know, you can use the inversion method, which is basically just hanging your head down or forward a bit, and then that will encourage more blood circulation as well. So number one tip, definitely take care of your scalp. You can't grow healthy hair with trash scalp. Tell them I said so. Tip number 2 is low manipulation styles. I've always done a low manipulation style, whether it's me just leaving my hair out curly for the entire week. For me, that's low manipulation because all I have to do is really just spritz it in the morning and I'm out the door. Any style that doesn't require a ton of restyling is great. It aids in hair growth because you're not constantly manipulating your hair and, you know, adding any tension. But there are other ways to style your hair and make it last throughout the week, whether it's a roller set, a heatless roller set, or a twist out, a braid out, a high bun like I have today. I'm a sucker for a messy bun. I love to throw my hair up in a messy bun and I'm out the door. And I could do that all week without detangling my hair, without spritzing my hair or anything. So any style that doesn't warrant a restyle, I'm here for it. And that has honestly helped me so much because I'm not adding any undue stress to my hair. I'm not manipulating it as often. I find that when I tend to focus too much on my hair and I'm doing the most with my hair, it doesn't grow as fast. And I find when I leave my hair alone in a low manipulation style, it grows faster and I'm able to retain more length as a result. So definitely consider a low manipulation style, especially if you don't like protective stylings or you're not able to do them as often, but you still want to care for your hair and retain length and all that jazz. So did I say all that jazz? I really did. Okay, we're not cutting that, we're using that. Number 3 tip is finding out your hair's porosity. And if you don't know what that is, it's just basically your hair's ability to retain moisture. So if you have a low porosity hair, then your hair tends to repel moisture, whereas high porosity hair, it tends to be more receptive to moisture. So I have high porosity hair, and in finding that out, honestly, was a game changer for me. Like, no lies, it was a game changer because I was listening to a few different influencers that were recommending products. They appeared to have similar hair type to me, and I would go out and I would try the product that they recommended and I wouldn't have the same results as them. So if that has happened to you, it's probably because your hair type might be the same, but your hair porosity is different. So I wouldn't be using products because I have high porosity hair, and it's fine, low density at that. I wouldn't be using products that are heavy and creamy and things like that. I would tend to use a more lighter product, water-based product, because my hair is receptive to that. Whereas my daughter, on the other hand, she has type 3, type 4A hair, and it's low porosity. She couldn't use the products that I use on my hair because her hair would repel them. It's not heavy enough for her. So that's what I mean by learning your hair porosity. Finding out my hair porosity has allowed me to create a more personalized regimen as opposed to, you know, just listening to everybody and be like, oh, she has type 3 curls, maybe I can use what she's using, or, you know, just because Sally said so, I'm gonna go out and buy a product. No, it doesn't work that way. Like, you literally have to learn your hair type, and learn your hair porosity. I find learning your hair porosity is a little bit more important than your hair type because, like I said, you can have the same hair type as somebody else, but your hair is still not receptive to the products they use because of your hair porosity. So finding that out is going to be the key to unlocking your hair growth potential. The 4th tip that I'll be sharing with you is trimming your hair. I know, it sounds a bit cray, okay? You want me to trim my hair when I'm trying to grow my hair? Make it make sense. I'll make it make sense. Hold on. So I know you guys want long hair, healthy hair. I get it. You want that hang time. You want that thing to be swinging, breeze blowing all up in it. I get it. But hear me out. If you have dry ends or split ends, and you don't treat it meaning trimming regularly, you're gonna run into major problems. Why? Because even if you have a split ends, your ends are like this is your hair shaft, and it's split a little bit at the end. Okay, I'm really trying to do something here. But even if they're split, like this is one and it splits into two here, if you don't trim that off, this could actually spread up your hair strand. Imagine that. And then you'll have more damage traveling upwards. I mean, you would have to cut off even more as opposed to just a ½ inch every 3 months or so, or an inch every 6 months or so. If you avoid trimming your hair, you might be looking at chopping off a huge bulk of your hair. So I definitely recommend that you trim your hair regularly. It's easier to lose a ½ inch than, 4 inches later on if it goes untreated. So I've definitely done that every 3 months. I will dust my ends, even if it's just a little bit. Get rid of those split ends. You don't need them. You don't want them. And let's face it just looks raggedy. My 5th and final tip that I have personally employed to this day is doing a henna treatment. I know a lot of people don't like to use henna treatments because it dyes your hair and the color that comes out might be unpredictable, whether it's a red or an orange or a copper, and some people don't like that, and I get it. But for me, it's not such a big deal for me to abandon the treatment because it only tints my hair a little bit and I can only see it in the sunlight, so it really doesn't affect me like that. But using a henna treatment is so super beneficial in my hair care journey because henna has binded my hair shafts together. It has strengthened my hair follicles. It has voluminized my hair. It conditions my hair. It adds shines to my hair. I mean, I could go on and on about it, but I won't because I already did a video on it. So shameless plug, check out that video on my henna hair mask if you're interested. But yeah, I've used henna for over a decade now and I swear by it. It really strengthens and fortifies my hair. When my hair needs a little pick-me-up, I go to henna every time, and it has never failed me. It has never let me down, and I will continue to use it. If you are sensitive to henna, you can also consider using cassia. It has many properties and similarities to henna minus the dye, so that's a great alternative for those who still want some of those benefits that henna offers, but without the dye. So cassia would be a great alternative or option for you to explore. And so I actually do a henna hair mask 4 times out of the year. So every 3 months I'll do a henna treatment, and then I'll use other Ayurvedic treatments in my hair throughout the year as well. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys for now. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you do, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. And in the meantime, in between time, you grow, girl, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.